So let's open up our 3D panoramic picture that we've taken with a VR camera. To do that in Photoshop, we'll go to 3D menu and say spherical panorama, import panorama. You can browse to the folder where that is stored and click on the file and bring it in. It'll bring up this dialog. I like to make this a little bit bigger so I have something nice to look at. I'm going to make the width 800 pixels and the height 1200 pixels, and it will bring in our 3D image here. And if we're using the move tool right here, we can then click on this picture and take advantage of the panoramic view. If we point it straight down, we'll see the tripod of the camera, and our goal is to get rid of the tripod in this picture. To do it, we'll make a selection using I like to use the polygonal lasso tool for something like this, and we can just make a selection around this tripod. Might as well get rid of the shadows too while we're at it, so you can you don't have to be exact, just sort of get a selection around that area you want to get rid of. When you close the endpoints, it'll seal it all off, and there it is, all highlighted. Now we'll go to Edit, Fill. We're going to fill in that selection. You have a little pull down menu here. A lot of times we fill in our selection with a color, but we're going to do Content Aware, which is Photoshop's clever tool to get rid of stuff in pictures that we don't like. So we'll just select Content Aware for the contents, click OK, and it's gone. You can hit Control D to deselect, and now you have no more tripod in your picture. You can see, it's not always perfect. It did a pretty good job. You kind of missed the line of the concrete there, that little stretch of line. I mean, if that really bothers you, you could clone stamp that in, but I think nobody's going to be looking down there too much when they're viewing this picture. So if they do, there's no tripod and we're good to go. Now let's try another one. We'll take the same strategy. We'll import our panorama here the same way we did before. This time we'll select this file, and again I'll make it something like 800 by 1200 pixels to import. And now we have again highlighted the move tool so that we can move around and see this nice panorama. We can look up and we can look straight down. Now in this case, the photo wasn't taken with a timer on a tripod. The person is holding up the 3D camera. So as you can see now, we have the hand, which is distorted, and the head, etc. So we would like to get rid of that out of the picture. We'll again use the polygonal lasso tool to make our selection, and just sort of make a selection around all this stuff here that we really don't want to see in the picture. If you come off outside of the pixels of the image, it'll just automatically select it to the edge there. Bring it back on around, connect to where you started, and now you'll have your selection. We'll go to Edit, Fill, and again we'll use our Content Aware Fill option. Click OK. Let it process and think about it, and it's gone. Hit Control D to get rid of your selection. We can go back to the Move tool, and now you can see that we have gotten rid of the unsightly camera part of the picture.